Whoa, today you are scrolling your Instagram, you are scrolling your TikTok. Wow, so exciting. You saw those TikTok guru influencer telling you to put your internship money or even to put your annual bonus into the money market and the next day you'll make millions. Oh, those people telling you value investing, technical analysis, teach you how to read the green and red candles, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. They promise you 20% annual returns and then you can retire after 20 years. Is those true? So the thing is, where to find 20%? What is your monthly contribution? And then where to find those money? And how's your reaction to different market movements and also economic cycle? You make a huge mistake when you're trying to grow money if you don't have a system. In this video, you'll find what is the secret feedback system that 99% of the people miss that is not found in the trading chart. End of the video, you'll definitely understand why small investment doesn't work. And then what's more is really important about investing. And then why it actually matters to create a wealth for you as a 20 years old plus individual. Yo, what's up guys and girls, I'm Kelvin GenZFinance, and then today I'll share with you what is the actual investment means and then why is most of the people think that investment is overrated. You actually know that at these days and age, a lot of people talk about investment. You can hear it eventually anywhere. People is enthusiastic and interested to invest in money. So what is in their mind is always like money grows money. And then a small portion of people is talking about investment in yourself. So what is this all investment really means? The first misconception is that when you're looking at some theory and formula telling you that they show you a chart and then every month you put a few $100s and then with annual 20% compound interest, and then after that 20 years you're going to be a millionaire and retire. So the thing to ask yourself is where to find 20%? Is it consistent over the years? What is the drawbacks? And then why are you doing this? This is all the questions you need to ask. Secondly, when there's someone tells you that, oh, you use $1,000, very low entrance fees, and then you're going to dare trading those things, put in your money market, forex, stock market, cryptocurrency, anything else. And then they'll tell you to look at the candles, look at the chart, look at the lines crossing over, very messy chart by the way, and then tell you that you can use 100, 1,000 times, even 1 million times. No, don't take me too seriously, okay? There's no 1 million times. Anyway, they'll tell you overnight you can actually earn more with very less capital. You need to take note here. Is this actually a scam? So most likely no, but in a way it's a gambling. So they're telling you you are doing investment as sort of a trading activities or events. So do you know actually how do people trade? How do large corporate trade? This is called corporate action. How do they lump sum of money in and out? How do they make money? And then you're a retailer, you're going to compete with some group of people that have very large amount of fund. How can you compete with that? Second question you need to ask, there's only two movements. Market is going to up and down. And then how are you going to know? Isn't that gamble? Alright, you can tell me anything. You can look at the chart based on previous analysis, anything. But they're still without fundamental proof, right? So the thing is, reading those charts. So what is the risk involved in trading that you can tell the next moment and going to up or down? And then the thing you are going to think about is that how much time are you putting in? Is it worth it? How much is the ROI, return of investment of your time? And then how much performance consistency you can get? Is it like every time you do, is 100% you're going to get it? Okay, maybe some people tell you that you're going to win 80% of the time and lose 20% of the time. How can you ensure that every time it's like that? And then also last thing, what is the legal and ethnic activities involved? So a lot of times when you are doing those courses, investment course, most of the time people are just trying to earn money out of you when you buy their course or when you are signing up for the trading platform. Actually, to share some of my experience, I've done a lot of trading activities in the past, okay? So those times I don't have knowledge, so I thought I just pay some money for people to teach me. But instead, yes, it's true, you can get the knowledge, but it's just theory. You cannot actually apply in the practical market. Or you can say I actually have entered wrong courses, but yeah, those are the experience that I have. So most of the time people are just earn money by referrals. So they don't actually earn money from trading. So the huge mistake is that online gurus tell you you can make 100 times profit overnight. So that's actually not trading, that is not investment. That is actually gambling. There's no difference between you putting money inside the trading platform versus you are going to a casino. See? So the key takeaway is that don't be misguided by anyone, any mentor, any so-called calling themselves gurus people to tell you that your $1,000 can turn into 1 million by the end of this year. In your early 20s, money grows, money rarely takes ages. You need a different system. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is very important also at the early 20s. So it is time. Your capital is time. Your biggest asset as an early 20s teenagers is not your cash in your bank account. It's actually your time. Because time can derive a lot of available cycles that you can use to do more investment. The verdict is that 2 hours you spent looking at the chart with $1,000, let's say, versus you use these 2 hours every day to study, to improve your skill, to build business, to build network, to do the things you like. These all things can compound over time. So with that being said, you yourself can judge which one can have a higher ROI. Instead, building a business, building your soft skills, those things can double down the road. So imagine every year you're going to double down those things, increase your amount of income. Doesn't that sound good? So why bother? Like I said, in your early 20s, your most valuable asset that people admire at their later stage of life is that your time. So why compound money with time when you can compound time with time? Correct? Makes sense? So the key takeaway is those rich uncles at their retirement age, the thing that most admire you at your young age is your time. So don't waste your time on day trade and 1K. Try to double your income. Think, how can you improve your skill besides your work? Or you can focus on your work, is also fine. At least do something, do some business rather than spending your time just look at a chart. Use it to make yourself valuable. So the thing is that, what is the real investment involved? The concept is actually simple for investment. Investment is actually a systematic feedback loop. So the concept is that you should actually starting by valuing your own time, and then later on you'll do things that actually matters to yourself and matters to your future self. So these all habits and actions will actually compound itself over time. And the last thing is the reward. So the matter of fact is that everything is actually an investment. Okay, everything you do is investment because you are using your time, right? But the actual difference is only on the feedback. So this investment, does it compound itself over time? Does it actually reward you positively? Or it is stagnant over time? Let me give you an example. Today you got a job, you're going to work, you're spending your time to work, right? And then the action is you doing your work, obviously. And then the compounding of this action and time is that your career growth. So the compounding part is actually depends on your boss if he want to promote you. The feedback part and the rewarding part is actually, are you happy of this job? Is this job providing you positive values or negative values? And then also, since this is an investment, the output will be your salary. So it's pretty simple. If your time input in your job increase, and if your boss is happy about it and he give you a promotion, and also you're doing more valuable work and then you're happy about it, then of course everything goes positively and vice versa. So the key takeaway is that investment is not a magic trick, okay? It's a compounding effects over a set of things and also using that as a feedback. So in order to maximize the positive feedback of an investment, you need to be on the right track, meaning doing the right thing at the right time and then compound it over time, and then you're self-satisfying it on the output. So you can actually trying to improve and increase each of the elements across the concept to maximize the investment. Okay, to sum up this point, the key takeaway is that the input is actually your effort, your time, and your action. And the output is an investment. And then your system overall is a compounding and a feedback system. So I hope it is clear for you to understand what investment in broader term is meaning. So to sum up today's video, don't get me wrong, you should definitely start saving from day one. The moment you got your money in your bank, you should always start saving whenever possible. But don't expect a huge return over a short amount of time. Take it to 5 years, 10 years, okay? The best investment in your early 20s actually is not the money. It's actually you. You should start developing skills, developing different behaviors, develop different mindset, social network circles, and use time to multiply time. Build a feedback system and investment that will work for you. Are you still chasing the passive income, the online gurus, the next day reward $1 million dream? Or are you looking forward to actually start building your own systematic investment scheme? Comment down below the biggest gurus scam that you encountered before. Please let me know. I'm more interested to know what you guys went through. Last but not least, smash that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, bye!